Moonlighting electricians can offer benefits to various parties. The customer may experience lower prices. Moonlighting electricians often charge less than licensed electricians, potentially making their services more affordable. Convenience can be a factor. Moonlighting electricians might be more available on weekends and evenings when scheduling with licensed electricians is difficult. Some customers appreciate a more personal touch. Moonlighting electricians sometimes offer a more customized experience. The employee, the electrician, can benefit too. Extra income is a key motivator. Moonlighting allows electricians to supplement their primary job income. A flexible schedule is attractive. Moonlighting gives electricians the opportunity to work when they want, providing schedule flexibility. Increased skills and knowledge can be gained. By working on diverse projects, moonlighting electricians can expand their knowledge of the electrical trade. Even the boss, the employer, might see advantages. Lower labor costs could result. Moonlighting electricians can help businesses save money on labor expenses. Increased productivity is possible. Moonlighting electricians can help businesses meet demand during busy periods. Access to additional talent is another potential benefit. Moonlighting electricians can provide businesses with access to skilled electricians not available through traditional hiring. However, there are potential drawbacks to moonlighting. Safety concerns are paramount. Moonlighting electricians might lack proper insurance or licensing, posing safety risks. Warranty issues can arise. If problems occur with work performed by a moonlighting electrician, obtaining a warranty or a compensation might be difficult. Ethical concerns exist. Some consider moonlighting unfair to licensed electricians who must adhere to strict codes and regulations. Whether to hire a moonlighting electrician is an individual decision. Weighing the potential benefits and drawbacks carefully is crucial. Regarding safety, unqualified electrical work carries significant risks. Improper wiring can lead to fires, electrical shocks, and equipment damage. Licensed electricians undergo extensive training and are required to stay up to date on the National Electrical Code, or NEC, and local regulations. This training ensures they understand how to perform electrical work safely and correctly. When considering a moonlighting electrician, verify their qualifications and experience. Ask about their training, licenses, and insurance coverage. Check for references and examples of previous work. A reputable moonlighting electrician should be willing to provide this information. Insurance is crucial. A licensed and insured electrician carries liability insurance, protecting customers from financial losses if something goes wrong. If a moonlighting electrician is not insured, the customer could be liable for any damages or injuries resulting from faulty electrical work. Permits and inspections are another consideration. Most electrical work requires permits and inspections to ensure compliance with safety codes. Licensed electricians are familiar with the permit process and can arrange for inspections. Moonlighting electricians may not be aware of these requirements, potentially leading to code violations and safety hazards. Code compliance is essential. Electrical codes are designed to protect people and property from electrical hazards. Licensed electricians are trained to understand and comply with these codes. Moonlighting electricians may not have the same level of knowledge, potentially resulting in code violations that could compromise safety. Long-term costs are also to be considered. While a moonlighting electrician may offer lower upfront costs, the long-term costs could be higher if the work is not done correctly. Faulty electrical work can lead to equipment damage, fires, and other hazards that could be expensive to repair. Choosing a licensed electrician ensures that the work is done right the first time, minimizing the risk of future problems. The NEC is a comprehensive set of standards for electrical installations. It covers everything from wiring methods to grounding and overcurrent protection. Licensed electricians are trained to follow the NEC, ensuring that electrical work is performed safely and in compliance with industry standards. One important aspect of electrical work is grounding. Grounding provides a path for electrical current to flow safely to the ground in the event of a fault. This helps to prevent electrical shocks and equipment damage. Licensed electricians understand the importance of grounding and ensure that electrical systems are properly grounded according to code. Overcurrent protection is another critical safety feature. Overcurrent protection devices, such as circuit breakers and fuses, are designed to interrupt the flow of electrical current in the event of an overload or short circuit. This helps to prevent fires and equipment damage. Licensed electricians are trained to select and install overcurrent protection devices that are properly sized for the electrical system. Wiring methods are also important. The NEC specifies various wiring methods that are suitable for different applications. Licensed electricians are familiar with these wiring methods and can choose the appropriate method for each job. Improper wiring can lead to overheating, electrical shorts, and fires. Electrical safety is not just about following codes. It is also about using common sense and taking precautions. Licensed electricians are trained to identify potential hazards and take steps to mitigate them. Before starting any electrical work, it is important to disconnect the power to the circuit. This can be done by turning off the circuit breaker or removing the fuse. It is also important to use insulated tools and wear appropriate personal protective equipment, such as gloves and safety glasses. When working with electricity, it is always better to be safe than sorry. If you are not comfortable performing electrical work yourself, it is best to hire a licensed electrician. A licensed electrician has the training, experience, and tools necessary to do the job safely and correctly. When choosing an electrician, be sure to check their qualifications and references. Ask about their experience, licenses, and insurance coverage. Get multiple bids and compare prices. Do not automatically choose the lowest bid. Consider the electrician's qualifications, experience, and reputation. A reputable electrician will be willing to provide a written estimate that includes a detailed description of the work to be performed and the materials to be used. The estimate should also include the total cost of the job, including labor and materials. Before signing a contract, read it carefully and make sure you understand all of the terms and conditions. Do not hesitate to ask questions if you are unsure about anything. Once the electrical work is complete, inspect it carefully to make sure it meets your expectations. If you are not satisfied with the work, contact the electrician and give them an opportunity to correct the problem. If you are still not satisfied, you may want to consider filing a complaint with the state licensing board. Electrical safety is a serious matter. Do not take chances with your safety or the safety of others. Hire a licensed electrician to perform all electrical work. Regarding specific code requirements, there are many to consider. For example, conductor ampacity is governed by NEC Table 310.15b16. This table specifies the allowable ampacity of conductors based on their size, insulation type, and ambient temperature. It is important to select conductors that are properly sized for the load they will be carrying. Overcurrent protection is addressed in NEC Section 240.4. This section specifies the requirements for overcurrent protection devices such as circuit breakers and fuses. It is important to select overcurrent protection devices that are properly sized to protect the conductors and equipment. Grounding is covered in NEC Article 250. This article specifies the requirements for grounding and bonding electrical systems. Proper grounding is essential for safety and helps to prevent electrical shocks. Wiring methods are addressed in NEC Chapter 3. This chapter specifies the requirements for various wiring methods, such as conduit, cable, and raceways. It is important to select a wiring method that is suitable for the application and complies with the NEC. Receptacle spacing is covered in NEC Section 210.52. This section specifies the requirements for receptacle spacing in dwelling units. Receptacles must be spaced so that no point along the wall line is more than 6 feet from a receptacle. GFCI protection is required in certain locations such as bathrooms, kitchens, and outdoor areas. GFCI protection helps to prevent electrical shocks by detecting ground faults and interrupting the flow of current. Arc fault circuit interrupter, or FSI, protection is required in dwelling units to protect against arc faults, which can cause fires. Assays detect arc faults and interrupt the flow of current, preventing fires. Smoke detectors are required in dwelling units to provide early warning of a fire. Smoke detectors must be installed in each sleeping room and on each level of the dwelling unit. Carbon monoxide detectors are required in dwelling units to provide early warning of carbon monoxide poisoning. Carbon monoxide detectors must be installed on each level of the dwelling unit and near sleeping areas. Electrical panels must be properly labeled to identify the circuits they serve. This helps to prevent confusion and makes it easier to troubleshoot electrical problems. Electrical boxes must be properly supported and secured. This helps to prevent damage to the wiring and ensures that the electrical system is safe. Conductors must be properly spliced and terminated. Improper splices and terminations can lead to overheating, electrical shorts, and fires. Electrical equipment must be installed according to the manufacturer's instructions. This helps to ensure that the equipment operates safely and efficiently. Electrical work must be inspected by a qualified electrical inspector. This helps to ensure that the work complies with the NEC and local code. Remember, electrical safety is a shared responsibility. By taking the necessary precautions and following the electrical codes, we can all help to prevent electrical accidents and injuries. Finally, consider the long-term implications. While saving money upfront might seem appealing, the potential risks associated with unqualified electrical work can outweigh the benefits. Hiring a licensed and insured electrician ensures that the work is done safely, correctly, and in compliance with all applicable codes and regulations.